undisclosed location. This is your host Tanky, and we are back with Control. Where last we left off, we were petting the cat, weren't we, Jasmine? Um, no, when last we left off, we were doing um we solved the we'd created we'd gathered ingredients for a mold vaccine, and we went to the scary room of clocks. Oh, um, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Where I wanted to go, where I wanted to go. Oh, Central Research. There's something there. It's another mission. Okay, now we find Central Research and kill the Hiss clusters there. they detonated early, so that was good. Everything needs to die. There's the last one. This is actually not where... Actually, a very long way of getting to a point thing.
Careful, Jeff. Area's under quarantine.
I finished synthesizing the samples.
Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Oh, that was fast.
Do you need something? I need to get going. Try not to transport any spores. Outside light in here could be better. I should requisition another fluorescent.
Okay, I'm just gonna get the thing real quick. Um... Oh, okay. Now that was the wrong way. What is this corridor? Well, because the board thought it would be nice to have a corridor here, I guess.
This is the safe room Will showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Threshold Management Retrospective, compiled by Lynn Salvador, Head of Security, by order of Zachariah Trench. Summary. Threshold with effect redacted manifested in the containment sector in the middle of redacted department. Simultaneously, numerous redacted apparent appeared in the area, injuring and killing many redacted. After rescue operations were completed and redacted, Rangers were sent in to discover the Threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of redacted made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the Threshold-induced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of redacted as redacted when introduced to more stable redacted. Referred to file 951-3981. Well, that was very useful, he said sarcastically.
Great. More clocks.
Well, we're kind of in the clock dimension now, I guess. Oh, fuck. Oh, yay, platforming. How I love thee.
This is the safe room Will showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
dead. Okay. Now let's see.
Great. More clocks. How am I supposed to get across that?
That is a very good question, honestly. Leap of faith? Okay, now where do I go?
How am I supposed to get across that?
Do I have to come back for this? I think I might have to come back to get this. Medical wing. hard enough, I guess. Okay, I'm not sure what I need to do here. Oh, this way. Okay. The mole seems to be doing a number here. Decontamination showers. I have the feeling that when the room looks like this, decontamination isn't exactly an option, at least here.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
load procedures. I'm not going to read. I don't think I can read these because my throat's starting to go.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating.
I love Dr. Darling.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the
Why are
building's
the people there?
observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
These are just so awkward, these videos.
Once we became aware of it, it was there.
Oh, hello, Dylan. What the fuck? I can't deal with that. I'm going to have to deal with that again.
been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director. Right. Well, okay. Hello.
Okay,
I'm
he's
Frederick
the first
Langston,
one
the
to be
Panopticon
sort of
supervisor.
taken aback by this.
It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
don't have time for
objects
this.
of Power and
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
Wow.
Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, an ongoing concern.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years.
Healthcare
No one knows
is
the
good.
Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
Well,
How do
creepy
you
is
keep the
normal
altered items under control?
here.
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them,
Did he say
flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no-smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
The Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find it.
Boom. Oh, there's the picnic basket. A croquet mallet.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Well, there was 17 years of plot development, of character development, so... and she had, not even 5 minutes, so, yeah, she left stuff out. As to how self-serving that story was...
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God! Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shifter blades have never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
It's flying! It's reinforcements! Get them down!
Oh.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Oh. Whoa. Wait, what's down here? Ow! Fuck! Okay, I think what the game is trying to tell me is that I haven't gotten enough health upgrades. Okay, where's... Where's the, black hole healy thing? Where are you? I don't want to be playing hide and seek. Okay. There. Here's something I want to try next time. Get in close, maybe, and just blast him with spin. Okay, that did not work. I was hoping it would. Wait, is he healing?
That
Salvador's ID.
thing was Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does. Okay, the TV. Another object of power.
Anchor supplement. The background of the White Ocelot. Crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the Redacted. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with a faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew redacted by throwing a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted apart within a few minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Redacted rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates, Redacted, and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the Redacted to the U.S. port of Redacted. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought to the Bureau via the Redacted.
We're gone nuts. Here we go again.
Use the TV babysitter. Levitate superhero over the obstacle. space while levitating to fall in space, while falling slow fall, while safely controlling the descent. Nope, don't have time for you bullshit. Newsflash, APB. The hiss static attempts to reach us are broadcast much...
Okay.
Okay.
Dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Okay.
Dylan. He's so close.
Hello? Can you hear me? Jesse. Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Dylan Fade in observation. And Confidential. 9:30. Breakfast is brought. 11:54. Gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed. 11:57. Asks for television to be turned on. Staff do so. 12 p.m. Lunch is brought. Breakfast is removed. 12:02 p.m. Eats lunch. 2:38 p.m. Uses toilet. 4:03 p.m. Begins talking to self. Recording speech is not possible due to noise from television. 4:07 p.m. Becomes upset. Throws lunch tray at the glass. 4:09. Sedated. Crew clean the cell. Television is turned off. 6:12 p.m. Comes to. Ask for television to be turned on. Staff refuse. Television privileges were refused due to hostile behavior. 6:16. Sleeps. Question mark. We reach /tether through control points into the Bureau /house. Nexus threshold area codes allowed for access. You can translocate, fast travel, and construct through control points. Creepy at all. Nope, I can't go that way, I guess.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau, if she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. Because she got what she wanted.
Great. So, she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family and friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
Oh, clearance level 6. Why? Why is that door clearance level 6? It's loot. Typewritten page procedures. No unique procedures required. Standard letter-sized typewritten pages with minor water damage. The page is full of text, but apart from the top 7 lines, all the rest has been violently scratched out. Only a few words and phrases can be made out. The page emits a dim glow in the dark. When the text is read, there is a feeling of dislocation, as if witnessing the page being written as if you've read it, and as if reality around you is being redacted to match the words on the page. The feeling is made stronger if the text is redacted. Forensic and linguistic analysis confirms that the text has been written by Alan Wake with the same typewriter as the earlier materials discovered in Bright Falls 2010.
I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they're all the same. It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you insane.
Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Panopticon Methods proposal. In this proposal, I'd like to explore the matter of containment policy, compiled by Langston. And when an altered item enters the oldest house, we thoroughly investigate any possible combination of actions or material that will prevent the item from applying its altered effect. However, I work with these entities every day, and I have good reason to believe that a less convoluted form of containment is possible. The items crave redacted. If we initiate a series of redacted praising the items, or perhaps incorporating their images into pieces of redacted that could be visited throughout the Bureau, I believe the altered items would behave without needing to resort to redacted or redacted, which only lead to the items feeling mistreated. If we treat them like criminals, we can't be surprised when they try to escape. Okay. Is this? Yay!
TV! Let's watch Donkeys in Space! It's not safe! But Star Captain Eagle! Can I poke it with a stick? Okay. Bureau rule number 74. Always be suspicious of things that weren't there before. What? Looks safe to me. Donkeys in space! Wait! It's not even plugged in!
Ba-doo-ba-doo. Okay, now we can go back to Emily. First, we need you. And I think we also need you.
Emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
Speech analysis. If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed-on term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in different languages? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of a word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these things to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss is referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all on Hiss life, wants to join it and to be consumed by it? Is that the goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intonation in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Refer to redacted for full report. Linguistic ability. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss has been observed. What is the purpose of repeating this string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Refer to file redacted for full report. Timeline of events. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in history. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of the lack of reliable communications between bureau secretaries and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space? Deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to redacted for full report.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother.
Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in a made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit, god.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why is it
Well,
centered
everything
there?
here sounds ominous.
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the Hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Okay.
See you soon.
They're endangering us by bringing a hiss in.
Okay, we meet with Dylan.
If Trench was still around, he'd have stopped this.
Please. Trench was part of the same shadowy group that are responsible for every disaster this country's ever seen.
Zachariah Trench was a national hero. Keep your conspiracy nonsense to yourself.
I don't think that's conspiracy nonsense. Television proposal. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series that prevents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment, in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranatural events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranatural concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts, presented as fiction, in the event the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. And its pedigree. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now.
Stabilizing. Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always been on a need-to-know basis.
Well, I need to fucking know. I'm an upper-level executive, damn it.
Pope's promotion. Dr. Darling has personally recommended Miss Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and insistence in advancing for many ongoing research matters. See research reports redacted for breakthroughs resulting from her work. Dr. Darling seems like a nice, like a nice boss. Recommendation. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is proficient and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Ms. Pope to the position of research specialist.
You are a worm through time. The thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls
but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes with white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Into the way. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third
Oh
person.
no.
Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be true.
that? Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped
Yeah.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No.
No.
Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in! You've always been here! The only truth! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small.
Oh, he's looking at us.
And ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe
Well, the hiss
it's
is
not too
using
late
you.
for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a warm through time. You are a warm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
Okay, I think it's time to end it there. So, until next time, have fun and take care of each other out there. Good night.